Good morning to our viewers across the world. It's Ayo Adams, and I'm here on the sports segment of The Weekend Show to bring you all the happenings around the world of sports. And majorly, I have a guest in the studio who we're going to get to after I run you with the headlines. We're going to talk about the showdown that happened in Kumasi yesterday with the Super Eagles and the Black Stars of Ghana and how they had their tie. But then we'll bring you all the juicy updates around that. Don't forget, stay tuned to the show. We have tickets to give away, lovely tickets to give away. You can see it right on my hands here. Tickets to give away. If you are online, make sure you make your call to the call lines. They'll be open very soon, so you can get the chance to win this ticket and be at the second leg at the MK Abiola Stadium in Abuja on Tuesday 29th to see the Super Eagles take their second leg tie against the Black Stars of Ghana, hosting them at home. Are we going to take the tie? Is it going to go to an all-out draw as we saw yesterday night? Well, we will wait to see on Tuesday. But you have to be there, and to get there, you need to get the tickets. To get the tickets, you need to win these questions that we're going to ask during the Nigeria Banter segment. But let me start with the first headlines that we have today. In the world of tennis, world number one Ashley Barty announced a shock retirement at age of 25. She has won 3 Grand Slam titles, and she currently is the reigning Wimbledon and US Open champion. She said her retirement is for her to chase her other dreams after the sport. Well, this is the second time she's retiring from sports, and now she's going to chase other dreams. What a woman. World number one Ashley Barty at 25 is now retired from professional tennis. So talking about retirement, we move to England, where we have Jermaine Defoe, who has now retired after 22 years of professional football. After kicking his career off in West Ham, he enjoyed 2 spells with 3 clubs, Tottenham, Bournemouth and Sunderland, and also played for Portsmouth, Toronto, and finally moved to Rangers. Defoe has scored 20 goals in 57 games for England between 2004 and 2017 and continued to play professionally until the age of 39. He bows out as the 9th highest scorer in the Premier League history with 162 goals in 496 appearances. What a feat. What a player. Jermaine Defoe is also the player with the most record of coming on at a sub and scoring goals in the Premier League. What a player he is. We wish him a very great retirement. And still on the retirement scene, another one in action is Mike Dean. I'm sure a lot of people in the footballing scene knows Mike Dean, and he retires at the end of this Premier League season. Referee Mike Dean will retire at the end of 2021-2022 season, but is likely to continue as a full-time VAR official. Dean has been a Premier League official since 2000 and has gone on to referee 553 matches in total, issuing 114 red cards, which is known for, and more than any other referee. Dean has also issued out a total of 2,026 yellow cards and has awarded 184 penalties during his time as a referee. Also, his Premier League record after 22 years, the referee has been included in 2 FA Cup finals amid Tranmere Rovers fans, and stepping down allows a new generation of referees to take over his charge. He's reportedly in talks with Professional Game Match Officials, PGMOL, over a move to become a permanent video assistant referee at the start of next season. Well, during the midweek, we had lots and lots of upsets across the world of football, a lot of that. I mean, we thought Italy was going to go to the World Cup, but no, they're not going to the World Cup yet again. Back-to-back crash from the World Cup. The European champions, Italy, failed to qualify for the World Cup again. Italy missed out on a second consecutive World Cup after losing 1-0 at home for the first time to North Macedonia, with Alexander Trzaskowski, pardon my pronunciation, scoring the winner in the second half stoppage time. European champions did not qualify for the World Cup 4 years ago, their first failure to reach the tournament since 1958. The hosts became more desperate in their search for a winner after break as chances continued to come and go. Before, in stoppage time, Trzaskowski arose and took that cracker shot against Donnarumma, which sent North Macedonians into wild celebrations. Their coach, Roberto Mancini, said his side had 32 efforts at goal, but somehow they fell short, with North Macedonia going on to play Portugal in the playoffs. Portugal looks like a team that might not be able to go into the next round, as we saw them being tied into the group for the playoffs. But unfortunately for Italy, they are not going to the World Cup. And Portugal, well, they stood up to the plate as they went through the playoffs. They fought hard in dogged tie between Turkey as they took a 3-1 win in their UEFA World Cup playoff semi-final to stay alive in their quest to reach the showpiece event in Qatar. With both teams facing a win-or-go-home scenario, Portugal took a crucial early lead when 27-year-old Porto attacker Otavio, who pounced on the rebound from Bernardo Silva's shot as he cornered off the post and set the Spurs into goal. Turkey were undeterred by but the two-goal deficit and cut the host lead in half, 65th minute when Burkas Yilmaz put the finishing touches, and a nifty give and go when Genghis Under set him up for that contest. While VAR had handed Turkey a golden chance to level the score from the penalty spot on the pitch side, but Yilmaz, the man who got the first goal, could not convert at the end of the day. Well, you can see Portugal are now on the road to the World Cup. They are going to play North Macedonia in the final playoffs of the World Cup. But another striking scene that we also saw during the World Cup qualifiers was Wales. And then there was a banner that was carried across after Gareth Bale had that stunner at home. It's read, Wales, Golf, and Madrid. Gareth Bale scored both goals as Wales edged Austria 2-1 on final on Thursday to move a step closer to a first World Cup appearance in 64 years. The 32-year-old struck home a precision free kick, top bins like we guys call it, in the 25th minute of the game, emphasizing his role as the team's captain and the best talisman they could have ever wished for in a long time. It was followed up by a quick thinking from the short corner in the 51st minute, for which Captain Bale scored again to ensure Wales progress into the playoff final at home, either to Scotland or Ukraine in June. A deflected shot from Marcel Sabitzer in the 64th minute offered Austria hope for a comeback, and wasteful Wales could not really put much together. But at the end of the day, Wales has now qualified to play in the playoffs finals, seeing them to go into the World Cup. Well, we've been seeing around the scenes, Manchester United fans have been talking about how they've been good this season. Maybe they've not been good. They've been talking about listing a lot of managers, but finally they had an interview with Ajax current manager Erik ten Hag for the United job, they held positive talks with Erik ten Hag on Monday, with the club hierarchy thought to be impressed by his vision and philosophy. The interview was part of an ongoing process to appoint the next permanent first-team boss. That process is said to have now reached a more advanced stage, but does not mean ten Hag has emerged as the club's first choice. Ten Hag has a contract with Ajax which runs until the summer of 2023, but under United's good relationship with the Dutch club, former goalkeeper Edwin van der Sar, who happens to be their sport chief executive, has allowed them to speak with him. Is he going to be the man to lead the Red Devils at the Old Trafford next season? Is he going to be the one to lead the Lions? But also don't forget that Ten Hag has also had really some bad clashes when it comes to the knockout stages of the Champions League, as is currently been knocked out by Benfica in the last round of 16. Is it going to be the man to lead Manchester United back to those glory days, the Fergie days? We'll wait to see at the end of the season. Well, news broke a couple of months ago about a final between the Copa America champions and the European champions, which is the Finalissima, which is going to be held in Wembley between Argentina, who are the winners of the Copa America, and Italy, who are the winners of the the Euros 2020. But we'll see that clash happen in June 1st at the Wembley Stadium. Who do you think would take the tie? Let us know in our comment section below. Go to our pages on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. Put your predictions there. Who do you think is going to take that first iconic game at the Wembley Stadium, which will be settling down for the showdown between UEFA Euro 2020 winners Italy and CONMEBOL Copa America 2021 champions Argentina on Wednesday 1st, June 22nd. We're going to see that game live at the Wembley Stadium. Who do you think will win? Would it be Argentina? Would it be another trophy for Messi? Or would it be another triumph for the Azures? Well, that's all I have for you on the major headlines. Let me now take you to my guest in the studio, a lovely guest. In the studio, we have Mr. Tunde Orebiyi. Good morning, sir.
Thank you very much. It's nice to be here.
Let me first say I'm pumped to be here. I used to watch you while I was a kid on AIT, and now I'm right here, and you're also here to discuss the Nigerian game. But first, let's get into it, sir. The game ended 0-0 in Kumasi yesterday.
Right.
And we saw a lot of chances. We saw the setup. But one thing I think a lot of us saw, the fans at home, the people at the stadium, I know I saw it, I know you saw it too, was we didn't look like that team that brought that new spark out during the African Cup of Nations. Or am I wrong in that?
Well, when you're playing your rival, the situation is always very, very different. Why am I saying so? I've been to Kumasi several times, and it's a place I call the Lion's Den, where you don't come out without being bruised. You must come back with tales of woes, and we're lucky that the Super Eagles went in there, young stars went in there and came out untouched, 0-0. Good scoreline, and I was very happy that there was even no problem among the fans. FIFA has actually allowed fans to have a very good time. around the whole world nowadays, because football, like we say, is a game of numbers and a game for whoever is interested to be part of it. So Eagles going to Kumasi, if we're to be in Accra, maybe we'll have won, because we've won in Accra several times, but Kumasi was a Lions den. So they came out and they arrived this morning, and they are resting in the hotels, hoping to go for a night training at the Moshood Abiola Stadium.
Wonderful one said, yes, sir. So just before we continue, you have up there on your screen, we have questions for you to win the complimentary tickets I have with me in the studio for you to pick up. Questions will appear on your screen. Which Nigerian player slumped and died on the pitch in a World Cup qualification match? You get the correct answer correctly, you can come and claim your ticket at the studio, or you can reach out to me personally to get your ticket. The call lines will be open for you to make your call in and get your predictions in. If you get the correct question correctly, you have a ticket for you. Back to you, sir. Now the boys are back in Nigeria making preparations for the second leg. What does it mean for us at home? And how much fans do you think we need at that stadium? Because I saw Kumasi, news that broke to us was by 3 p.m. the stadium was packed.
Exactly.
So that must happen here in Abuja. How do we mobilize people to get?
Okay. I was going to ask whether am I entitled to also free tickets if I can answer the question. That's just by the way. But bringing fans to the stadium here in Abuja is a bit difficult, because the Eagles last played here over 5 years ago, almost 10. And the stadium locked down because it was very bad, no water, nothing. But thanks to the Honorable Minister and the federal government, they brought that stadium back to life. And that communications, AIT, for example, went to NFF to ask for the marketing of the ticket, the ticket for the event
game
in the place. And we got it. What are we going to bring into the stadium? We want to bring the fans to come and enjoy football in the stadium, but the stadium never been done before in Nigeria. It's going to be Nigerian Fan Festival.
A wonderful experience.
Okay, so it's going to be very, very beautiful. Before, we used to go to the stadium highly tensed. Some of us would go in there as early as 8 in the morning, 10 in the morning for a match that's supposed to start at 4 o'clock. Okay, and then you're tense, nothing to excite you. But this one, AIT is, they've put in place a lot. We're going to bring in artists, I won't mention names here. We're going to bring in the DJs. We're going to bring in ex-internationals. They've agreed to partner AIT to present themselves, and autographs will be taken, pictures will be taken. It is just to excite the fans that come to the stadium. The other good thing that we have going for this match coming up on Tuesday is that, though it's on a working day, 6 o'clock in the evening, excitement will start from 2 in the afternoon, okay? Courtesy of the LOC of the event proper, that's at AIT. So we are bringing in fans from 17 different locations across Abuja. Another good thing, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory has graciously approved free buses for you, as long as you have your ticket. Ticket is the entry into that bus. Okay? Wherever you are, just show your ticket, you come in, enjoy the match, good food. If you can afford, those who can afford the buffet, you go and sit down, enjoy yourself. Those who can dance, you dance away, and you forget all the problems that you're facing.
Just for that moment.
Sit down, excite yourself, be excited about the whole atmosphere. So it's going to be a lively atmosphere. It's a family affair, not the usual that we used to. The one we saw in Kumasi was they were tensed. They were waiting for the players to come and no. This one, you will enjoy yourself. Immediately you enter, your ticket is already coded, well coded, and then you are highly secured. Movement into the stadium, there will be no go-slow around the stadium because FIFA doesn't like it. You come in, excite yourself, and then you'll be able to go out, go to the wherever you want to go again. So all these things have been mapped out with the secretary at the Nigeria Football Federation. And of course, AIT is taking a cue from that. FIFA has told NFF what they wanted. Our own is to agree with the NFF, and everything has been going. So, coming into the stadium, you'll be excited. Going back, you'll be excited. And if you are the type that likes to stay late, why don't you enjoy with AIT from 8 at the end of the match to 10 p.m. Have a good time, enjoy yourself, and go home.
Well, you can hear what Mr. Tunde has put together. That's an amazing package. It says it's just not a football game. It's a family affair. It's a fun, fair experience. The stadium will be open. I'm just recapping what Mr. Tunde said. He has given you all the lowdown. The stadium will be open by 2 p.m. for you to come in and the most brilliant experience.
To be open from 7 in the morning.
You can see.
Excitement from 2 p.m.
Open from 7 in the morning. Excitement from 2 p.m. The first thing you need to do is you get your tickets. Your tickets are encoded, and the FCT has provided buses across. All you need, your pass, your ticket code, your transport fare, basically, is your ticket. Get to the stadium. You get there. There's good food. There's good reception. And then there is the fun experience. He also mentioned that they're going to be bringing fans from 7 different locations. The stadium is going to be packed. So you have to be there. Make sure that you are at the MK Abiola Stadium on Tuesday. We know it's a working day, but it's Nigeria, it's our country. We need to go to the World Cup. We have to go to the World Cup. We will go to the World Cup. So come in there and you come and support the Super Eagles. Mr. Tunde, thank you very much for shedding light on the amazing work that Communications has done.
Food draw if you are interested.
All right, you can hear Mr. Tunde. There's a lot of experience to be caught at the MK Abiola Stadium on Tuesday. And before I leave, we also have partners with the Weekend Show Sports segment, Onile TV, Onile Corner, was also giving us 10 tickets to give out to our viewers. And we have questions to ask you. So in accordance, in addition to the tickets that Communications has given out, we also have 10 extra tickets on the Weekend Show Sports segment. The questions are coming next up on your screen. You can get those questions correctly. You have to follow the mechanics on the screen. Make sure you're following at Onile TV on Onile Corner, Onile_corner. Make sure you're following at The Weekend Show. And finally, make sure you answer those questions correctly. And we will pick at random at the end of the day and announce the winners on both platforms. That's on Onile Corner platform and on the Weekend Show platform. And also the winners for the questions we asked earlier from Dark Communications, it's also going to be announced. So when you win those questions, you can go ahead and also comment on our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook pages. When we collate the answers, the winners, we would announce them and we will get your tickets to you accordingly. Like I said, it's going to be a fun experience. Like Mr. Tunde said, it's going to be an amazing experience. From 7, it's open, 2 p.m. is game time. Entrance time, and 6 p.m. is game time. Dark Communications has all the experience ready for you at the stadium on Tuesday. Well, that's all I have for you. My name is Ayo Adams, and I'll be seeing you next week. I'll be seeing you on Tuesday at the stadium. Bye-bye for now.